Welcome to In Progress, a podcast designed to code your next big shifts. Together, we are your hosts. I'm Diana,
I'm Shannon.
and every month we're going to bring you brand new topics.
Yeah, we're definitely wanting to step into topics where each of us, including you, can plant seeds for much growth in the year to come. We are excited about, building a community of support, but at the same time going into cutting edge topics where we can realign personally and really create a shift of momentum where we know what we're being guided from. We understand the personal and collective belief systems around why we're shifting and why it's important to just have a community like this where we can speak upon what we are seeing in our peripheral and, kind of break the little details apart of what that actually is.
Right. And as we move into 2026, there are some seeds that we will be planting. And I'd like to know some of your seeds, Shannon, and as well as if you, the listener or the viewer right now, have any seeds that you are planting for 2026, post those below so we can support each other. So, Shannon, what are some seeds that you are planting?
Yeah, I think my seeds, thank you for asking, is really just tapping into supporting more community. I work on a deep level of sharing how the physical vessel works through DNA. And I want to expand upon that on daily topics that we're all having to overcome and see through, so much polarity and duality. And then I'd like to tap into, just mastering what's possible in some new co-creations, whether that be alignment with physical health, whether that be alignment in making new friendships that feel aligned, or, really just tapping into creating a whole new timeline shift of how I can see myself beyond this old identity of 2025.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What about you,
the
hun?
old version of me, Diana 2025 versus what that will look like in 2026. And, I'm a doctoral student, so we're learning a lot about psychology and Bowen's theory and Alder and all the great psychologists out there. And I just love this kind of work with Shannon too because it goes beyond just, theories and applications, but it's also like encoding like things beyond what we can see. So the next version of me, what would that entail? I hope that I'm wiser than I am this year, make better financial decisions, better investments, and just enjoy life, enjoy it more because I'm a type A, so I have a long list of to-dos and just trying to step into the being aspect and less of the doing aspect. So instead of doing continuously, but also being present and just enjoying being alive. So I think that will be a seed that I am planting, my being seed instead of my doing seeds, because I have a whole field of doing seeds and seeing them come into fruition. But it's about really enjoying the moment of now.
Yeah, I think that's important. And I think that, in progress, this podcast and also YouTube video series is going to help lay foundation. There's so much in our belief systems that subconsciously tie us down to what we think is safe, to what we think is keeping us resistant, or what's keeping us identifying clearly through, what our next vibrational breakthrough is going to be. It feels scary. But again, with that said, foundation is very important. And to know what foundation is within your physical body's structure. What do I mean by that? Really feeling grounded in the vessel and knowing where that's coming from And so, it's funny that we're talking about seeds of creation because that is essentially what we're doing here is we're rooting in deeply and deconstructing what no longer needs to go with us in this growth evolution. And we get to decode, I hope to decode all topics. The community here, I want you to ask the profound questions, and it's scary to fully show up and voice what we do truly want. And so in progress is taking baby steps to shift, but these baby steps are highly personalized to what we truly want to align with. And so it's going to be exciting. Again, it's going to bring like minds together. And I love the skill set that Diana and I share. It's very different, but it blends well in the foundation and co creative process. So I'm excited to see you soar, Diana, and to just co-create and build foundations with all of us here.
And I'm excited to see you soar, Shannon, because you're just so amazing. And just a little backstory. I've been working with Shannon for over a year now, I think, so since last year. And we had, like group sessions, personal sessions, and, I will link her website down below if you wanted to book a private session with her or join one of her many classes. She does have quite a few, 4 of them coming up that you could participate in if you feel called to. But it's just so amazing to work with people that, like she said, has different set of skills. So for me, I was an educator and then a realtor, stock trader, all this other stuff. So, Shannon, working with DNA and the different aspects of just like the human form, I think is pretty remarkable.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's a highly complex subject that I try to make as simple as possible. So we're all on this journey together, and it's really about redefining who we are beyond any identification. It's really about feeling the purity and I think for most of us, we're so done with all the polarization of the outside environment and forces, and we're ready to truly step in and bring in something new. And it's important to understand what those steps are. So, In Progress is going to be monthly where we can share and hold each other in this foundational space of awareness. And, when there's a community involved in all these topics, we're guaranteed to create something brand new that's refreshing and inspiring. So, we're excited to get into this momentum with all of you. And yeah, come join this channel. It should be self regulating by all means.
We look forward to you joining us every month as there are different topics that we will be covering together and uncovering together. And thank you so much for tuning in to this introduction to this brand new show and podcast. If you are looking for something specific, comment below because we would love to take your input and your feedback to see how we could better serve you. Also, if you're new here and are just unfamiliar with who we are, we do have separate YouTube channels. Mine is Dollars with Diana, and I'll link that down below. That is for finance and money mindset. And Shannon as well has her own separate YouTube channel.
So my YouTube channel you can find under Shannon Pardini, but it's the Unity Code, and it's all things DNA and consciousness and uncovering and decoding belief systems and why the body is storing all this information. So you're guaranteed to find something you like there.
Perfect. Well, thanks again for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.